Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Whenever you are going to catch this particular video, it is afternoon for me. It is literally probably about 12:30ish in the afternoon. And today I enjoyed the video that I made for you the other day. It felt very cozy, very intimate. It brought me back into, the days when I used to film videos for YouTube. And I enjoyed it. So today I decided that I was going to take the day only for YouTube. Now, don't get too familiar or accustomed to this. I am slowly going to make a few videos for you guys. However, you do understand that I am in the middle of work, and the ending of the years are usually my busiest time. They are more of my focus time because I love to close down my year strongly. It sets the tone for me for the upcoming years. But also, it's because I always tell you guys that I count the seasons. So we are right now embedded in the year 2025, which I can't believe. Also, doing YouTube videos, what it does for myself, because when I came to YouTube, yes, I came to YouTube because I wanted to connect and share information to others. But along the way, being on YouTube has kind of like helped me a lot of the times to get back to being focused into the things that I really wanted to do. For example, a lot of the times when I was not here in the country of Haiti, I was in the US and I wasn't so sure if I wanted to come back to Haiti, if I wanted to continue doing this work, or if I wanted to do other things with my life. All it took for me was to look at my videos, but not look at them as me filming the videos, like looking at the videos as a viewer. So, as you are watching me. So, a lot of times I do this, like, I look at my videos as a viewer and I gain so much knowledge, so much wisdom that it helps me get back into focus. So a lot of the time when I come live, or sometimes with the situation that's going on, I can see so many people on over on my Instagram page, and I can feel that you guys are pulling into my energy because you want me to say something, or you want my opinion, or you want to hear something that I have to say. And a lot of the time, I tell you guys that all you have to do is go back into the live discussions that I do, go back into some of the older videos that I film. Because to be really, really honest, the videos that I film for you, for the world, is usually timeless. It's very much so very timeless. And myself, I go back into those videos and I gain a lot of the time, I gain so much wisdom from things that I've said. This being said, yes, I will be coming live, not this week, because I have to stay very focused, which is something that I teach in my programs, is to be able to stay focused on a particular thing in order to achieve the result that you desire. So I do know that I have a very, very, very in-depth topic that I want to film regarding certain things that I am made aware of regarding the future of Haiti, regarding immigration, regarding a new administration, regarding so many things. I know that this is why you guys are pulling at my energy. And I am going to film that video. However, I have to prepare it, and I have not prepared it. Last week, I was, preparing. You guys know that I am right in the middle of the Summer Accelerator program, which is where my focus is at. If I start to do too many things at the time, I'll lose focus on the result that I am aiming for. And right now, my result is to sign successfully participant into the program. The program is very rich. I have to stay focused because everything that I do is through an app, and I have to make sure that my documents are up to par. When I'm collaborating with people, things that I have to submit. With that being said, this video is probably going to come out for you guys. If not today, then probably tomorrow, Thursday. And Sunday, I have an amazing conversation regarding AI. I am bringing in a lot of people into the youth agency and to the programs because, again, the world has shifted. The world is no longer what it was. So we all have to get, into it. So there will be a workshop, two workshops, thankfully, that beautiful, beautiful, incredible woman that I met. I connected with her. She is amazing. She actually did a demo for another company that I was working behind the scene with last year. And when she did the demo in such a short amount of time, I was like, oh my God, I need to bring her in. And I kept communicating with her. You have to know how to nourish certain relationships. I tell you guys this all the time. You have to learn how to nourish your relationship. There are people that you have around you that are golden. This is why I also do the conversation series, because I am teaching you that yes, a lot of you have known me through YouTube, but outside of this virtual world, there is actually the real world happening. And a lot of times you have to know how people are really working. Those of us that are successful at what we do, how are we pulling certain individuals? Who do we have in our network? So I was able to really cultivate great relationship with her, and I invited her to join me. Um, and she is such a busy woman. We've communicated through the years. She was in school, she graduated cum laude, and right now she is in the middle of work. She is getting ready to go back to school to earn her master's degree. She is working with other companies, yet she took the time to work on such a lengthy and beautiful project with myself, because I am not a tech person. I am not. I am moving with my time. I am understanding that technology is where it's at. I mean, I've been online for over 10 years now, since 2014. And I am acquiring knowledge. There are a lot of other things that I'm doing for myself in the background, because best believe that I am telling you certain things, but I too am putting them into practice. Yes, I listen to my own advice. I go back to my videos, I listen to myself, and write things down like, oh, professor. And it leaves me very little time to film videos, because I wish that I wasn't so vain. I wish that I wasn't so vain and I do I have lipstick? No. I am enjoying wearing red and yellow. I think that yellow, I'm gonna go back. I know. I think that yellow is going to be my summer color, and I think that I'll incorporate red. I've been wearing a lot of red lipstick, different. I have a lot of different reds, So I'm looking at what's going much. I'm usually more of a darker red lipstick girl, but I find that the orange one is also really really beautiful for my skin tone, so I'm enjoying that. I love yellow because it's just like, to be very honest, last the beginning of June, I had to pull myself out to make sure that I radiated, and I felt like yellow brought that beautiful ray of sunshine. Colors are very very important for me these days. Like today, I wasn't so sure what I really wanted to wear. I knew that I wanted to wear red on my lips, but then I said I want to wear white just to cool the tone down. Like these little things have been making such a difference into my life. Like, what color am I wearing? Like, what am I in tune with? Okay, we're going all over the place. What was I saying? Now I forgot. I think yes, I was telling you that if I was a person who could, just get up, shower, do my hair without the makeup and come online, then I would do it. But I'm not. I love to, and it's just part of my job. I love that. I love to get ready. I love to do my hair. So it takes time for me to be online. So, and you have to remember that the majority, if not all of the work that I do, I film videos constantly these days for work purposes. So, I have to schedule time. For example, today, and also I only have about 3 days to film videos, maybe 4 days if I'm stretching it, because Friday I have a busy house. Okay, Saturdays I don't film. Sundays I go live. So this is still home. Other people still live there, and I can't always be online and tell people to stay quiet, stay quiet, stay quiet. I mean, they've been working with me now, but it's still home, which is also something that is in the works for the youth agency regarding office space and things of the sort that I'm working on slowly but surely in the background. So, with that being said, I did enjoy the video that I made for you last week. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago regarding choosing yourself. I did feel that it was very intimate, and it started to bring me back to the times where I used to just pick up my camera and film videos. As I mentioned to you before, filming videos and going live is just different. It's more intimate for me, and I get to really just talk to you without, especially how we used to just talk. I haven't done so for a lot of reasons, right? Um, a lot of reasons that it's not so much that I don't want to get into it, but I've been really just being stingy with my energy, not drain my energy. And being online can be draining because when I'm done with the videos, then the commentary comes or the emails comes, and I have to be here to answer to you guys. So imagine if I'm doing those videos for you guys here on this page, and then I have the consulting page that comes. It's a lot. So I've been really in the mood to just kind of like harness all my energy, making sure that my energy stays where it needs to be, and protecting also my energy. However, if it feels good to me, then I'm not opposed to filming a little video here and there to uplift you guys, to share my knowledge, and also for myself. Here and there, I can go back to them and, look back. With that being said, last night, I haven't slept. You guys know that it's so difficult for me to sleep, and I need to do that. I just need to close out my phone. But last night I was rewatching a video. It's a live discussion from the consulting page that I filmed. And it's the one where we were entering 2024. So it's called 2024, the year of the dragon. The only thing that I'm going to ask if you watch this is that you go back and you listen, pay a lot of attention into that live discussion that I did. Those discussion guys that I put out, a lot of time they are forward thinking. They have a lot of insight, and they literally are giving you the blueprint into how things are going to unfold. If you are new to my channel, well, hello, my name is Daisy Love. I am an Haitian woman, and I've been doing this work forever. So, I also have a YouTube channel. I'm a business consultant for my country, and I have a channel, DL Consulting Firm 83, where I give a lot of pointers regarding how things are going to be unfolding here in the New World Order. So take a look at that channel. I am also the founder of the Youth and Young Adults International Agency, which is a representative agency for entrepreneurs. So if you are interested, you can also check us up over on Instagram at Youth Agency International HT, or here on YouTube over at Youth and Young Adults International Agency. Okay, so yeah, guys, take a look at that video because I was listening to it last night, and there was a part in the video where I said that I felt bad for all of the people who left on the Biden administration with the 2 year program. And I literally said in that video, just wait and see the shit show that is going to happen. And that is exactly what we have. going on right now. And to be really, really, really honest, it's not going to get any better. Now, this is not the video for this, because if I start to talk politics, then we're going to go into politics, and, I'm not really. But today I actually came because I just kind of wanted to vibe with you guys. I do have a live discussion that I will be working on. If you are interested, I will have it on my Instagram page, DL Consulting Firm 83, probably next week. Next week, Tuesday, or so. I schedule time to go live over there next week. And this will be an in depth live that we are going to go into different things. And hopefully, you guys will learn from that. Okay, so what am I going to talk about 15 minutes in? Well, I wasn't so sure what I really wanted to talk about. I thought about it all over, the weekend, because I knew that I was going to come live. And I said, well, what is a message that I really wanted to talk about? At first, I still wanted to talk about my aunt, but I said, well, bring something else. And just this morning, as I was getting ready, and I think that we all do this. I don't know if you do it, but I do. A lot of times we can do escapism. When you are escaping from your reality. So sometimes escapism could be daydreaming. You daydream a lot. So you're not. You could be at work, you are daydreaming, you are in your vehicle, you are daydreaming in the train, wherever you are daydreaming. It's like you can be like right in the middle of a relationship, but that's not where you really want to be, and you are daydreaming about something else. And I've been daydreaming the past couple of days, right? It's kind of like a little bit of escapism, you know just thinking about what could be, right? So I was just thinking, I was in my memory, and I'm like, you know what, this would have been nice, this would have been nice, that would have been nice, a lot of escapism. And then just now, before, I guess it was just God telling me, this is not your reality. You are literally envisioning something that's your it's like that's not your reality. You are literally forging and creating a scenario, an image of something in your mind, or someone in your mind, that's not your reality. What is the reality that you have now? The reality that you have now is, it's so far from the reality that you are imagining. I literally, this happened like minutes before I turned this on. And then it just snatched me. And then, as I was listening to, we'll say, the voice of God, telling me these things like, no, this, what is your reality now? Ouch, excuse me. What is your reality now? What is the reality that you're living? Ay, ay, ay. And then literally, God was showing me that the reality that I am living has absolutely nothing to do with the reality that I am imagining, the scenario that I am creating in my head. And then the sentence of live your own truth, live your own reality just came in. And at first, when the voice came and was telling me these things like, this is not your reality, why are you thinking about that? Like, not necessarily why are you thinking about that, but I was all gooey, feeling good, just day, how you daydream, imagining something, just, oh my God, like, good, and then God just said, snap me out of it, like, bitch, that's not your reality. Where are you now? What are you living? What are the challenges that you are facing now? Is that a part of your reality? So, and as I was listening to the voice, to be very honest, I was getting angry, because I felt like it kind of like it was, how a parent, like somebody who is bringing you down from the euphoria that you're trying to create, and bringing you down and letting you know that, hey, stop. This is not your reality. So this is the message that I have. And it even ties in, guys, with anything that you may be going on. Are you living in your world? Are you really living in your reality? Or are you creating a scenario in your mind and you are literally living within the scenario that you are creating? You are escaping. But meanwhile, that's not your reality. See, a lot of the times in life, we get into situation because we are listening to the voice of others or to the escapism that we have created or to the scenario that we have imagined where it's kind of like it's far from the truth, like literally the scenario that you have painted for yourself, the scenario that you have creating, and you are living within the scenario that you are creating. That's not what's going on, but you are refusing to see it. And even if you hear the voice of reason of God, you're like, oh fuck it, like I don't give a damn, like this is my reality. Recently, I don't know if you guys watch Karamo. I watch him. I love him. I think a lot of us, like, I'm a talk show girl. Like, I've always, since I was a child, I used to watch Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Montel. I grew up so talk shows and good shows. I Jerry Springer. Okay, I skip school. Don't do that to watch Jerry Springer. But back then we didn't have a phone. So I watched Karamu, and there was an episode that was so painful. Well, he has a lot of episodes that was painful, but that one episode, I think it aired like 2 weeks ago. And it's this woman who is, she's very beautiful. She's in her 50s, and she's dating this, I think he's like 38-year old, right? Guys, go watch this video. Literally, that woman has created a scenario in her mind like she is in a relationship with that young man. And the young man, when he came on stage, it's kind of like the way that, first of all, when he came on stage, that woman got up to go hug him and kiss him, and he literally shrugged her off, like, right? And then when Karamo said, are you in a relationship? He said, no. He said, we were in a relationship, but we broke up. So anything that came after that, mind you, these people, supposedly the woman has been in this relationship for over 5 years. She literally sold her home to move to go be with this gigolo. We're not necessarily going to call him gigolo, but he was definitely using her, doing things for him, doing a lot of things. Meanwhile, this guy is saying that she knew it. She knew what it was. She wanted us to be an item, but she knew we broke up. The guy broke up, married a whole other woman, right? Still entertaining that woman because she was still doing things for him. Ended up leaving that situation with the marriage that he had with that woman, but still didn't really get with her. She ended up selling her home, moving to be with him, and all in her mind, she's thinking that I'm in a relationship with him. And when he came out on stage, he literally, it's kind of like when someone takes a bucket of cold ice water and throws at you, and he said to her, I'm not in a relationship with you. I don't know what we have going on. In that situation, it even happened to one of my cousins. I never forgot. She was dating that man, and this is why, guys. Like, this is not like a thing, but just to give you certain scenario. This is why you have to be in the habit, men or women, to be with elevated individual or to treat yourself in an elevated manner. You know why? When you are in the habit of doing those things for yourself, again, choosing yourself, putting yourself on a pedestal, not letting for the next person to do that for you, what it does is that when a good person comes around and starts to treat you well, you're not going to feel so taken by it. You're not gonna look at that person and starts to look at it like, oh my God, like they doing so much, because you are used to those treatment. Even if it's you who are doing those treatment for yourself, you are used to those treatment. Because I never forgot that, she was doing all of those things for that man, right? And then he literally said to her that we're not in a relationship. Going back to one of my cousin who was dating that man, she was previously married and she had her children. And then when the man came around, he was a very, very wealthy second generation Haitian guy. So his one, if not both of his parents were from Haiti, but they left Haiti fairly young, so they did well. And then he grew up more Americanized and he was very wealthy. I'm talking about he had properties everywhere. He wasn't really a very like handsome man, but he was good mannered, just good guy. And he came around and he treated my cousin very, very well. I'm talking about every birthday of her children, that man dropped a lot of money. Like for one of her kids' birthday, that man gifted that child a gift that was valued over at $2,500 for one gift. So that's it's kind of like even us, and it even created some jealousy amongst her and her sisters. And she ended up kind of like, now he had houses, so I don't know. Now they were dating, but I don't know how and what it happened, if she just wanted to move and he let her into one of his house. This is where the confusion came, and this is why you have to be very, very honest with yourself. And if you are dating a woman, gentlemen, and if you feel like the woman is catching feeling, and the way that the both of you are moving, it's looking to everyone that you are a couple, but in your mind you know that you're not a couple. You have, even if it's going to crush that person, if it's going to hurt that person, you have to have the integrity to tell that person, hey, I know that you love me and I can see that we are really getting attached, but I really just want you to know that it is not what you think it is. Like, this is not romantic. I just really want to treat you well. I just really want you to live in a beautiful home with your kids. I am able to do that for you and I'm providing that to you. But and even if you are sexing them, you got to be able to let the person know. Because if you don't and you let those scenarios move, here the person is, and it appears to be one thing, but in your mind it's not. And this is where the problem starts. And I never forgot that that man had said to my brother that when my cousin started to go around letting people know that, hey, that's her man, she was literally thinking that they were getting ready to marry each other. And I never forgot that he didn't have the courage to tell her that, but he did tell to my he did converse with my brother, and he said to my brother, no, um, we're not in a relationship. I really just want to support her. I don't want her to go without. She has the kids, and I want her to be comfortable, and I'm able to do that. It's not a big deal for me. So I never forgot those things. And even myself, I'm not gonna lie and sit there and tell you that sometimes I don't create scenarios. But I really respect people who can look at me and be like, this is not what it is, or people who can, or me, I do it a lot, even here on YouTube, guys. Like, I'm very mindful. If I have people who keep commenting and commenting on my videos, I, after a couple of times, on my shorts, I do not allow them to comment a lot, because it's like I don't want to lead you astray. Now TikTok is my hanging out place, so on TikTok, I let them come. I love the commentary. I joke, but I don't go into the whole DM. If somebody writes to me, the most that I'll do is send an emoji, but I don't entertain people, because you never know people's mindset. You never know the type of scenario that you are going to create for the person who are literally engaging into you. And hey, the virtual world, people can always find you. Okay, people are crazy like that. People can always find you. People can always fly where you are. People are not a lot of time mentally where they need to be. So you got to be mindful of that, which I am. Excuse me, which I am. Like, there are certain things online, once you start to give me those vibes, like, online I may be playful, but once you start to really believe that what I'm doing online is like taking your comment and you taking it for a little bit more than it needs to be, then this is where the boundary starts to come for me. But anyways, this was a long explanation, but this was just to tell you that a lot of the times in life, you have to live your own reality. We do not have our own reality. And once you live your own reality, life is going to get a lot better for you. Meaning, so many people, when it came, we're going to take a big parenthesis, right? Decided to leave Haiti on the Biden program. The situation might have been grim, but they were not bad for those individuals. So they could have kind of like wing it out, right? But they decided, based on other people's reality, they've decided to leave Haiti and to go. And now these people are miserable. Their life is in disarray. They are literally trying to escape the reality that they have created. And it's kind of like it's bad. But why did you do that? Because you were living a particular reality. Like, you should never let other people talk so much in your ears that they are. You should not let people talk so much in your ears. Que comme t'as dit, like, ou ap viv nan peyi ou, surtout ou viv bien, ou viv mieux. Ok, situation ni ka pa agréable parce que ou konen, mais ou juste leve ou ale ou kite peyi an, tandis que c'est pas réalité ça que moun sa viv. And I am sometimes guilty of that. And I am a lot of times also making sure that I don't let my perspective bleed onto others. The reason that I'm telling you these things is because there was a YouTuber, I love her so much, that I used to speak to, okay? And she was here in Haiti. And I never forgot that the very few times that I interacted with her, I would always counsel her. I would tell her, look at things from a different perspective. Like, you are in Haiti, you've been here, like, giving her all of the perspective from me. But guess what? She listened to me, but what I was telling her, that was not her reality. That's not the reality that she was living. That's not where she was. Like, that was not her reality. What I have access to, the structure that I have access to, certain things growing up in Haiti, which gives me an advantage, wasn't really what she had. Not only that, the woman had children that were living in another country and she wanted to be with her kids. And she took a chance for her, for her reality. She left Haiti and now everything worked out for her. She's back in the US, she's back with her children. Yeah, maybe now that she's back in the United States, now that she's working, now that she's back in school, now that things are settled for her, perhaps down the line she can now think about the things that I've said to her and apply it into her life. But right when I was trying to make her see it, baby, that was not her reality. And I really, really would love to, but she's really sweet. Apologize to her because she never snapped at me. She never told me that, oh, this is not. No, she just listened. But now I'm understanding that she listened to you, but what you were trying to show her at the moment, that's not her reality. So a lot of the times, guys, in life, it's the same thing. You don't know my reality. You don't know why I'm choosing to still be in Haiti. You don't know why I'm still like fighting. This is my reality. I know what's going on. I know what's in the background. You only see me here on YouTube. A lot of you think what you want to think, but that's not the truth. Everybody has a reality. And I'm living my truth and I'm trying every day to live my own reality. And once you live your reality, guess what? You're not going to lose in life because you're living your truth and you are living your reality. The problem starts to come when we are no longer living our reality, when we are forging a reality that is not our own, or when we are creating scenarios in our mind that has nothing to do with ourselves. Are we here? So, anyways, this is the message that I have. I love it. Today it's only 30 minutes, but I don't have too many things to say. Maybe it's like, oh, it's still early, so maybe I will go live on my YouTube, but I don't really want to go live. To be really honest, I know that when I come on live, I don't always like to be on live and for people to ask me about Haiti, Haiti. I hate that. I don't want you guys to look at me and only think about Haiti when you see me. Mm-mm. I'm more than that. I know that for the last 20 years of my life, that's the work that I've been doing, but I am a lot more than that. I do it because, Haiti has given me a lot. Haiti has literally birthed the woman that you've seen. I love my country, and we all have different perspective. We all have something that we can bring to the table. And yes, I've been blessed. The gods have blessed me enough that they've given me access to a lot of beautiful and good, relevant information for you guys. But I don't always want to, like, always be online, and when I come live and people only want to talk about Haiti, I don't always like that. To be really honest, sometimes I just want to talk about other things, and I'm not so sure because I know that I have an in-depth video that I'm working on that will touch on immigration. It will definitely touch on the other administration that I can see coming in. It will touch on so many changes that I can see that is going to happen. I don't know if I think I'm just gonna film TikTok videos. I know, I think I'm just gonna film TikTok videos. It's just my safe space right now. It's to film TikTok, to dance a little bit. I like that. Because I don't know, I don't really wanna be online and talk too much about things that you and I cannot change, and about things that it's like, what did you expect? What did you expect? Literally, I've said these things. All right, guys. So I really enjoyed being here. I really wish that maybe in November, I'll be able to like have more time because the session for the summer accelerator program is two sessions. We have a session in July. We have a session in August. And then in the midst of those sessions, I have something else that I'm working on that I am going to lead. It's a webinar, and I'll be slowly coming here and talking to you guys about that. I don't think that today I want to film regarding that. I feel like these days, like back in the days, I used to film videos and I would film like 2 to 3 videos a day. Now it's so different for me. And now sometimes I can only film like one video and like go live, and that's enough. So many things have changed in terms of like um in terms of me, you know so many things have changed. Yeah, so many things have changed. I just really want to at times keep myself for myself. I feel sometimes that I've done enough, like I've given you guys a lot, right? But anyways, guys, you will see me Sunday. I will be online on my youth agency for my conversation, and then next week I will be online to discuss the topic that I told you about. And in the midst of it, maybe Sunday after the conversation, if I feel like it, I will be live. I enjoyed being here with you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Monsieur Pierre Le Dieu, who never fails to greet me and say a little hello to me. I appreciate you. And to everyone who has been with me for the longest of time, who continue to watch those videos, who get inspired, knowledgeable, I know that I no longer come off supportive to the Haitian community because it's just not, it's no longer the supportive areas. Right now, I can't believe this is 2025, guys. I literally remember when we used to talk about it. So in less than in 5 years, it's going to be 2030. And I'm just working, getting everything off the ground, just like everybody. It's about to be a new country. And you either in or you out, and I just had to stay focused, and I can't do the pity party with anyone anymore. It just, I can't. All right. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. Follow me on all of the social media accounts, and I will see you very soon.